Hey everybody, welcome to the MLB 25 Atlanta Braves March to October stream 14
Hey everybody, welcome to the
on the G2KDL channel. We're gonna finish up season 4 here. We have won 3 years in a row. Last year was against the Twins. I think the last 2 years against the Twins. Can't remember who the first season was against. Maybe Baltimore, maybe? I think we played Baltimore 1 year. Now Baltimore, Detroit are in the ALCS. I did simulate, or not simulate, but play through the rest of the season and played the wild card against Arizona. There wasn't too much about it. We won the first 2 games from a walk off in the bottom of the ninth, and won the last game with like 3 runs. There wasn't too much to it. But let's go look at the Dodgers lineup to see how much they have changed in these 4 years. Right now they have Mookie Betts still playing, and he's still on a till he dies contract with them. So is a 90 overall. Yolan Moncada, who's for some reason, wait, Yolan Moncada or somebody else I thought was like Yolan Moncada.
You.
What up, Justin? Had the home run lead, but he only had 21 home runs this season, so it could have been him. Shohei Ohtani is here, 96, 33 age. Boys, the time's gone. Says he's supposed to be a free agent in 2034. Let's play this shit 2034 and try to get him when he's 40. Retire with us. Brandon Lowe, always seems to be like somebody can get out of free agency. Will Smith's still on their team. Randy Rosine, this Randy dude. Lewis Robert decided to go to the Dodgers. He got tired of the White Sox. He's been on this team since this year. This rookie first baseman, a 30-year-old, finally gets called up after several years in the minors, it seems like. James Outman, Tommy Edman. Oh yeah, you joined on the Dodgers. What are the odds of that? I'm playing against the Dodgers. Is that your team? Yeah, Andy Pajas. Dalton Rushing. Looks like he's a good, promising prospect catcher. Born in Tennessee too. Look at that. Alex Freeland. How you doing today, by the way? This Kim dude. Look at the pitching. My goodness. 94 overall. 94 overall. This guy's going to be a great pitcher for a while. 90 overall. 90 overall. 90 overall. Well, this ain't even counting, Shohei Ohtani as a pitcher. So you got Bobby Miller too. That looks weird to see C potential for him. For the longest he had A potential in MLB this show. I don't know what happened to him. They got Tyler Glasnow here as a relief pitcher too. This team is stacked with talented players. Here we go, playing against them. You can see our lineup again. Michael Harris, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, Ron Acuna got back in the 98s, but this is his last year with us. I don't know if we're going to be able to re-sign him. I might try to re-sign him because it's Ron Acuna. It'd be weird without him about him Braves, but I also like to see what team will get him and how he'd be like of a different team too. So I'll think about that during the offseason. We still got Austin Riley, who's here for a while. Michael Harris is here for a while. Matt Olson's only here for a few more years after this year. Jackson Winsky, and we I think we signed him, right? Yeah. We got him on the team last year during free agency. And slowly been trying to build up his overall and his potential to be an actual devastatingly crazy hitter. I always liked this guy. Yeah. And Rui Castro, we'll have him for one more year after this year. Luis Garcia, he's on for a while. I hope he gets better. I might have to send Luis Garcia down if I can, but it says his minor league option has been used 3 times, so I don't know if I can. I might still have to go for a better second baseman in the offseason, but we do have a lot of good talent on the team. Sean Murphy, He's probably going to be going to free agency next year. It's weird that his overall drops and his potential went up. He's 33. Drake Baldwin is here. I don't understand why his potential won't go up when he's done so good with his call-up opportunities, you know. We also got Evan Carter, who's going to start killing it. A potential 87, 25 age. He's in arbitration for 3 years as well. Jason Dominguez, the same thing. We got so many left fielders now. I just think changed. That was like our biggest problem last year. That's why he put Marcelo Ozuna out there. Got Gabriel Moreno, which I don't know if I'm going to keep him. It says he's arbitration for a year, so if he stays on the team because of arbitration, we'll keep him. Ui White, probably going to go, because I'm not going to pay him unless we got the money for it. It is really just the defense and speed. I couldn't hit with him. Really, that worth a damn. And we still got Spencer Strider.
Can't wait to see Lil Wayne in concert in Bakersfield, former hometown, now living in Rancho Cucamonga.
Oh, nice. We still have Spencer Strider for a year. We just signed this guy for a long haul. He was also this year's, I think he was this year's Cy Young and MVP. We got Spencer Wallen back for arbitration for a few more years too. Josh Winkowski arbitration. He might not stay on the team. Bryce Elder, Ryan Hesley, still have him as our closer for a few years. Brian Abreu, we just signed this guy in the offseason. And then we got Casey Mize as well for another year. Frankie Montes, he goes to free agency. We're not going to re-sign him probably. Probably better pitchers, but we see that's our team. Hopefully we can still keep progressing, getting better. There's a lot of talent in the farm system with us. We got 7 people in the top 100. It's like 2017 all over again. We're starting the NLCS here with Shohei Ohtani pitching us. Again, this is the 4th season. Both teams have changed drastically, but they also have pretty much the same teams from 4 years ago, just like a few extra pieces here and there. Matt Olson's actually been killing it in this offseason. But postseason. He had 2. He was the one that had the 2 walk-off hits against Arizona that I played off stream in the NLDS.
2 strikes. May see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
But we come in this game down 1 and bottom 6 of 1 out already.
Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
It feels like this team is lacking power. We don't have the power and the speed we used to have. But Jack Zawinski's a good one. I love this guy. If they give him any good pitch, he's gone. I've hit so many home runs with him with the when I played the Pittsburgh Pirate. March to October, I always use this guy to get better. Look, that might actually be gone. Not hard enough. I think I was over it too much. But see, that was close. And by the way, this is also the last day of the first inning program. I think it's going to reset tomorrow to the second inning program. And I've yet to touch Diamond Dynasty. I mean, I've changed the lineup and opened first few packs. I forgot to open up some packs. And I opened those in the middle of a game. No. I opened up those. I got some few packs for some reason. I had some random award playing this mode that I want to open whenever I finish this first game of the NLCS. Got Brian Bray, Camilo Duvall, relief pitching, warming up in the bullpen.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead, getting that W.
It's also been a long day, guys. I've been gone a lot, the store and shit. And yesterday was an even longer day. I was in the freaking ER. Finally went to go get seen for my ear infection. So I've been on my antibiotics, so I'm a little out of it.
Started him off inside, then away, back inside again, and that one set him up for that last pitch on the outside part of the plate that he just.
I'm gonna try to get through these 8 games, 8+ games. If I lose a game, you know, I have lost sometimes in the postseason, but I never actually lost in the MLB to show history when they had March, October.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
That's not really me bragging, because it's not like I'm playing the highest difficulty to try this either.
Swing and a line drive ripped out of the right center. That's a base hit.
I don't know if I should have went to second. That might be a mistake. Oh, he made it. Good old trick Willie Castro makes it to second base. What a double to start off the bottom of the 7th inning. Gets Shote. I still remember that. He shot somebody. So Shote Otani. Shoteane. It's a new name right there. Actually, that could tie the game right there from that hit from Luis Garcia. I still can't believe earlier in the year, in yesterday's stream, that guy hit a walk-off home run. I don't even know how this guy hits home runs the way he swings it. That's like the most smooth. Like, see that? That was like he just barely even taps it out there. Like, that's about as hard as he should hit it every time. The guy's swing is just too basic. But he says he has 88 clutch and 89 vision. Almost 70 power. That's the weight. This is the weight enough to get out of here for a foul. We have 8 hits to their 3. Oh, how did I go from being late to early like that? Sean Murphy has not been doing well in the postseason, but he also isn't our main hitter no more either, hitting catcher.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look so
Yeah, and yesterday was a little different because the Braves beat the Phillies yesterday, but they lost to them today. So I'm streaming them with the loss. And we're still not doing. He goes to second. I didn't tell him to do that.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing.
I mean, that's if we get a good enough amount of hits to get Shotani out of here. That's not getting down.
That could be a deciding run.
I almost thought it would have been, but nah. Well, at least Luis Garcia got around to some weird hit to get us to tie this game. Game 1 of the NLCS. The Dodgers trying to stop the Braves from pulling off 4 years in the World Series in a row.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Probably. That's probably about the most realistic thing that guy's ever said. Next team to score will win the game. Probably. 8th inning.
4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard.
Ooh, Mookie Betts. I wonder how long Mookie's going to play for till he's 60. Till he can't stand on his feet anymore. He's going to be out there on his knees doing double plays. I wonder if people come in and out of the stream because of the way I pitch. But I've been doing this pitching thing for longer than most of y'all. I'm not going to change my pitching thing because they added new ways to pitch. That pinpoint shit is retarded anyway. Just flicking the analog stick around. Now, if you want to do more than just throw the ball and button mash, then yeah, there you go, you can try that. But that's not for me.
He's so good at moving runners, but also getting on base. See if he can be patient here.
Because when you get older, you get taught a thing called "don't break what's not that doesn't need to be fixed." You know, don't break what's not broken. If it's already fixed and it's a good system, then why the hell would you change and make it different? That's what they did. They changed and made it different with that stupid pinpoint crap.
Now 6 strikeouts in a row. Discussion happening at home plate now, and I think
And I made this
back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll
PCI because it's a lot easier to see where I'm going with this thing.
The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Rosarena moving under it. Drops into the glove.
Also approaching the age of 36, so I don't have the eyesight like used to have either.
For 3 with 2 singles and a double.
Like honestly, I should probably play with just only hitting X mode, but that's too simple.
Moncada.
At least I added in the PCI placement thing.
Here's Matt Olson down. Over.
Some others don't even register because I'm pretty sure I had it maybe down. I don't know.
And that is out of play.
Only thing that sucks is our bottom of the 9th inning. If we have it, it's gonna be our bottom of the lineup. I want Matt Olson to blast the homer right now. I don't even have the right people out. In case he does hit a home run here.
That one ripped right center.
Oh, he got around on one, but wasn't underneath it, and he's only 21 speed. He might not even make it to second base. Oh, he made it. But the problem is he's so slow. The guy acts like he runs through quicksand straight up. Come on, Jack, it's your time to shine. I just not realize it's not so punny no more. There's a good chance to take the lead right here. If they can give just one decent pitch. Just one good pitch. I know circle change in the dang dirt. Told you, one decent pitch and Jack's gonna do it. This is such a budget boomer right there.
It's 3-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely
That was just in time. I mean, it's not a walk-off.
all the way up
We don't need to do a walk-off with Jack Sawinski now on the team. Try to keep this guy on the team for a while. Only thing that's his negative side effect is he's a center fielder with not the best defense. You know? Never actually seen him without his hat on.
Good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge not
The curveball right down, almost right down the middle. Perfect. That's about as perfect as he got besides a fastball. Thank God I realized it was going slow. And didn't swing early. Yeah, it's just a smooth swing too, like whoosh. Unlike that other dude. I don't understand that.
Here is Willie Castro.
That's 2 good ones in a row. It's just Willie Castro can't hit like Jack. Luis Garcia, yeah. The next guy that would have been up the bat.
Braves pick up 2 on the long ball. Last chance.
Good job, Jack. Boom! Starting.
We go to
And see, this is the thing that's so frustrating and annoying. Nothing against you Dodgers fan or Shohei Ohtani fans
Brian Helsley.
at all.
relievers love the opportunity.
It's just, I think it's just so ridiculous how somebody who start pitches and he's also the DH. If he gets replaced as the pitcher, why the hell is he still the DH? You know what I mean? Like it should make the new starting pitcher the new DH. And then you should change it.
He's 2
Like that's ridiculous. They should change that in the rules.
and a strike right through there. That one in triple digits. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
I don't care if you're a two-way player or not. Like that's not fair for the rest of the team. For the rest of the teams in the league.
Just terrific bite at the end.
Is Ryan Hesse going to do it again? It was his closing efforts that got us to the World Series last year.
All home. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out.
We had like 7 saves out of the
And he was a 5th round pick back in 2000.
11 games you play in this shit. 7 out of 11 of the games, at least, maybe 8.
Game 1.
So I can't remember exactly how many in the World Series now. We're all saves from him. He's never close within 3 runs.
Fouled off.
I didn't pull away nothing but 1 game.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball.
It was the final game too. I think we won like what 10-4 or something like that. I can't remember now. But there you go. The Braves win the first game. The NLCS against the Dodgers. I think it was 2028.
Not slowing down. They pick up the win here in game 1.
Well, these guys are undefeated so far in the postseason, Boog, and when a team has this much momentum behind them, they can ride it all the way to the World Series. So it's
Got a headliners practice coming. It'd be nice if I could make it to level 24, but I doubt it's going to be possible. I started this thing late, anyway. Like, well, anyway, I only started this shit at the beginning of the year. The first. So, 10 days. That's all I had the MLB to show for. I'm gonna open these packs. You know, believe it or not, my first diamond I pulled this year was Paul Skeens. It was crazy. I sold him and just got me a bunch of more golds and or horde packs and stuff. Stuff I did off stream. I think I pulled another diamond too. One more diamond. I can't remember what it was. We'll eventually see my Diamond Dynasty roster. I don't know when though. When I'm going to start it. Because I might start Road to the Show next. Oh, Drew Rasmussen. It's a silver player. 2 packs to open here. And prop 2 pack opening here. Alright, I mean, I normally only get golds in ball and habits, but let's see. Yep, 2 golds. Edwin Diaz and Yu Darvish. Believe it or not, both of those will probably be useful on my team. I think I still have silver relievers and still have a silver starting pitcher in my starting lineup. So that actually helps me. And we're going to game 2, and we have it's top of the 7th, and we have a 2-run lead, which they have a good opportunity to tie it with Shohei Ohtani coming to bat again. Brian Brady's always been pitching.
Very big at bat coming up as Shohei Ohtani steps into the box. And the first offering is not close.
I know Ryan Hasley is going to be the better person to keep warming up, but it's Casey Mize going.
2 on, 2 out.
It's crazy because Casey Mize could actually be a starter. 84 overall, and he's still young.
1 and
2-ish.
And a miss struck him out.
I don't know how much money we're going to have in the offseason, though.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Number 8.
Emmett
trying
Sheehan.
to keep this one close here, and this is where
Don't mess with the Sheehan.
players a chance to fight back into the game.
And he takes it himself for the out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. 1 for 3. On the ground, Moncada sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
It's not really matters now. It's more of a pitching thing. It's like I have a 2-run lead. I don't really care what I do with my hitting. Now, if I get a home run like that, I feel great hitting it with Ron Acuna. They finally get him jump started in this postseason. That's great.
It's 5-2.
First home run this postseason for Acuna, man. Who finally hit the age of 30 this season. Been injured several times in his career, and he's still kicking it. It's a lot slower than it used to be. You don't see him doing the stealing shit no more.
Watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger.
Yeah, we still got Austin Riley and Michael Harris for a while,
Total conviction on that swing.
In the air,
which is great. That's actually going to get down.
on the move. That one hops against the fence. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night.
I swung so late, and it actually helped him.
He could handle high fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I'll tell you what, it's not easy to do.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit.
I saw him so late, and it was so under too. It's crazy that I didn't even consider that a home run. That was such a bad pitch. Should have been a homer.
The run comes in to score from second, and they're up by 4.
At least Matt Olson made another double out of it.
Timed it up any better than that. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line.
Jack Sawinski digs in down.
There he is, the game-winning hero person from the previous game.
High fly ball, pretty well.
Is that another homer for him? Or fly out? Nope. See, look. 2 at-bats in a row of a home run with that guy.
It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 8-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball.
He's our new Eddie Rosario this year.
He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Tater.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive.
Hey, look. That's a slider early swung above the freaking thing. Still was a home run. I had a perfect with Willie Castro out.
Although plenty of damage done. But 2 round trippers in this inning, the long ball was working. And this
I honestly think batting stances make a huge difference in this game.
championship series on the show.
Like how a player actually swings
Lau at the plate.
and the animations that it gives you from it. Has a more drastic impact than power and contact and clutch and shit.
So they've delivered in those moments a couple of times, but for the most part, they're leaving a lot of food on their plate.
Vision is actually a huge trait too, because your PC, especially you use PCI, so you can see that more of a barrel to hit the ball. You know, if your PCI is low, you're not gonna, or your vision's low, your PCI is gonna be low. When you don't have much room for error with your alignment where you drag the PCI to.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
No balls, 2 strikes.
But as soon as contact and power is to like 50, I think it's really the swing mechanics that makes the pitch or the batter better or not. I guarantee you the guy's gonna hit a lot more home runs if it's like a King Griffey swing or something.
Halfway to the plate, you know you're committed, and you know you're going to have
Shohei Ohtani swing,
Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
or just looks smooth like Jack Sawinski's. Ron Acuna swing.
Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side.
Mike Trout.
This one pretty well decided.
Like the actual,
Home half of inning number.
yeah, those things actually make way more of a difference. Like this guy, for example. He has 62 power versus right, 75 contact, 89 vision, and second baseman Luis Garcia. And it's a lefty pitching him, so 77 contact, 47 power. Doesn't have a whole lot of power. It's not 50 power, but it just does not feel like it's home run potential. See how it barely even tapped off the bat the way you swung that thing. It just sounded
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat.
like it didn't even sound like it didn't even sound like I could even put a wall up in that. Sean Murphy, now that was a swing. That could be a homer too. See, it is. You can just tell sometimes by the way it just comes off the bat if the swinging animation is great or not.
They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay.
Yeah, we're putting the clinic on the Dodgers in game 2. It's now 10-2. I'll actually need to swap out the pitcher. I don't mind Michael Harris's too, but he never feels like a good power hitter either. He feels like it feels like I'm playing with, almost like I'm playing with Ichiro again with him. It's just not without 2, because he swung like he just kept going with it. He just followed through with both hands and arms. I mean, I never liked Isaiah Connor for left his swinging animation either.
Makes the grab, one pitch and one out.
It's a 50-50 if you're going to do anything with him.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the
But like I said, Ronald Acuna is great.
here in this one.
But the way it's going this year, it's like I get grounders or a home run with him. No in between.
That one curling down the line and foul.
Well, he saw that changeup really well. Just a little.
If that changeup was 86 miles per hour, if I swung it a little bit later, it would have been a homer as well.
In the air, left field.
That might actually get down. I swung so late.
And it stays fair.
Why did that guy go?
The tag.
I don't know why he went. Michael Harris, what the hell are you thinking, bro? That was a free out for them.
In front of you, and you've got to know for sure if you're going to be able to make it safely to third. That time he was wrong.
I actually have it to auto base run. You know, I can decide to choose for him.
And next for Atlanta, Austin Riley.
But he went on his own. I knew that. I wasn't gonna click no button for that. It was too close. Somebody good in the outfield anyway. Probably. Austin Riley's got a good swing animation too.
And that is gone.
467 feet, and he's getting himself back
Home run of the inning for him. It's
to what it used to be. Like
That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't
he dropped so much,
won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly
but they also keep pitching stupid shit. Look at that, right in the center of the plate.
have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like VP all over again.
I think he's saying it's a little lower, but it was really.
And first off,
See it, my God! I was actually getting around to blasting another one. I just was so just a tad bit early from another home run.
on the ground right.
I don't even know how that's not a foul.
Ward steps
Barely even hit it.
ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs, but two. All set
I'm
for
keeping
start.
Brian Bredu in. He might get a save out of this or something,
In there, 0-1.
or a win.
It is ninth.
It was like
He features a
the Braves are definitely on the verge of winning their fourth World Series in a row. No, not that. Oh, sorry.
Easy pitch to hit.
A little too early celebration there for that.
If that's not what
On the verge of winning the fourth NLCS in a row.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. And up to the plate is Will Smith.
Will Byers.
That one fouled off.
I was saying Stranger Things. My bad.
And it's fouled away. Foul ball still 0-2. The Braves up big in this one. Here in the late stages of game 2. Struck him out swinging. Just 1 out remaining for the Dodgers.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Lifted to left, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves slugged their way to a win in this one. So the Atlanta Braves are now in the driver's seat with a 2-0 lead
Oh,
in the
that's
series.
ball game. Got 2-0 series lead now.
Start thinking about the World Series.
Brian Brady does get a save, staying in the game. We ended up getting 8 runs in that. That was crazy.
Reasons to be confident.
Yeah, for a team that's in a 2-0 hole, they've really got their work cut out for them.
I was looking, might be able to get that headliners by the end of this. Now to the bad part of winning your first 2 games. Now you got to play the Dodgers. I didn't look to see what was the other going on the other side. What was it? Put you too fast. Baltimore and Detroit tied 1 game apiece. Kind of want to see the Detroit Tigers against us. We only played Baltimore once.
Here is Yohan Moncada. That's in for a strike.
Well, coming off of
Man, it's just like all the times of white towels in the background. Not even looking that high. They can see you everywhere.
One by one and try to push runs across as often as possible.
Got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Hey, 9 strikeouts for Spencer.
Shohei Ohtani.
I'm not talking about Strider either.
And a slider in there for a strike.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little
Thing
bit
is,
longer.
the other thing is that they somehow
Barrel it up. And
only
right there,
pitch
clearly couldn't do anything with it.
Strike
with
three, and that's 2 in a row.
the top 3 starting pitchers, I think. So Shohei should be pitching again tomorrow, or I'll be in the next game.
The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better
And we're probably going to have our 4th
pitcher
pitcher pitching.
stuff working on the mound in this one.
That's off the inside edge. And the count even 1-1.
And we still got Joey Estes in AAA, I think.
In between with their time.
Still pretty young, relatively young starting pitcher. Should be getting 80 overalls in no time.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Sasaki back to work. Cut on and lifted in the
See,
air.
you can just tell by the way that sounded that he just does not sound like the best hitter.
There's one away. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. 1 for 2. Gets under it.
Yeah, that was a mistake. I swung that as I was going to my knees.
Loud puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Here is Austin Riley. 0 for 2 in this one.
But you know how I am in this game. I just try to swing at mostly everything. Because I ain't trying to waste time.
Settles under it. He's got it.
And in the grand scheme of things, do that all the time. You're not wasting time ever. Because I'd be wasting more time if I actually don't do that. And I take my time. And I wouldn't even, I'll probably still be in the second season. But I actually took my time with But yeah, it probably would be better if I allowed the pitchers to do 2 pitches at least before I even swung the first pitch every time. At least get 3 pitches every pitcher for every at bat. But I'm not even looking at that. I just know I just need to get around it and get a good hit here and there. And I probably win most of the games. Those pitches is never really a problem. They rarely get anything going. That's why it's frustrating when it actually happens.
I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 down, nobody on. You're in game 3 of the NLCS. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
I might end up doing the
Here in LA, Matt Olson up to the plate.
off season too before we start the next season. I don't know how many more years I'm going to do with this. At least I'll stream.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch. Now the left fielder, Jack Sawinski. And that one is lifted in the air. Robert on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Honestly, probably should have waited for a better pitch with him.
This is Willie Castro. Swing and a high fly ball.
The way they're going, it might not even might have to go to a game 5 against this team.
That is that. Back here at Dodger Stadium, on to the bottom of the 8th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Ryan Ward. And swing and a miss there.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I'll tell you what, I hated that pitch. It's so tough to get the barrel to and to keep it.
Swings through
I mean,
out in front that time.
I said that in the last season they might go to a game 5, but neither team has scored yet. Both teams are just getting a pitching duel. And the last time that happened, it was the first game that NLDS against the Diamondbacks. And we had a walk-off run in the bottom of the 9th. Somebody got on second base and started off, and it got moved over.
Tap foul at the plate.
And somebody got a hit just barely out in the outfield. It was just routine baseball just to get a game winning run before the extra innings happened. In the next game, Matt Olson got a hit or a home run or something, and we won the game 3-1 from the bottom of the eighth.
A big performance on the mound, lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with.
But long story short, what I'm trying to say is the last time this happened, where both teams just couldn't connect on nothing on offense with the bats or pitching duel, the Braves ended up pulling on top. But it was at the home field advantage was the Braves. This time it's the Dodgers. So if that happens again, the Dodgers for sure win because it's their home. The only ones that can get a walk-off. And yes, Dodgers, we do have Freddie Freeman in the AAA for probably his final year in baseball. Wanted to give him that first ever win on the Braves. If he doesn't even produce for the Braves, never got a call up for the Braves. See, this is kind of what happened too. Like somebody got blooped out there on base. Sean did just screw that up for us. That was ass.
And now the center fielder, Michael Harris the second. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a high fly ball to left.
See, if we were going to do what I was saying, he would have had to find a way to get the guy to get to second base. With Michael Harris getting on base or getting in. And Michael Harris should have got a hit there. But Isaiah Kiner for Leafa gets something. It's a good perfect again. And this time it actually was a hit. So many perfect outs in this game. It's ridiculous. 88 vision. Look at 40 contact, 41 power for 88 vision. How that even possible? Oh my god, that was so unlucky. Right to the third baseman. Don't even need to take out my pitcher yet. Until they get somebody on second base.
What makes him special is a lot of pitchers lose movement in their
Which I don't want to lose, but it could happen, you know. We could lose one of these games as the Dodgers. It's the damn Dodgers.
There's that slider. Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
You'll have a 1-2 count, still a pitcher for the count. Struck him out too. He's probably wondering why the team can't score. Because he's playing like immaculate. We're gonna need to take Camille the ball out, but Ryan Hazley down there. There's this small opportunity we actually score in one of these innings, and keep the Dodgers from doing. Pick it up! Oh my God! Oh, that was close. It sounded like Shotani almost shot him right in the freaking heart or something. He would react to that. Right to him. Right to him.
It's 1-1. Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Next offering is foul back.
But what's amazing that he's just now about to throw his 100th pitch, and that's something that he can be really proud of when this thing's over.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of Game 3. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Yeah, what a pitching performance for Spencer here. It just can't get no hits. There ain't no extra inning rule going on now in the playoffs. Somebody just got to get something going.
Now the throw to first on the Nicely done for the out. And now Matt Olson up to hit.
long as they keep having left-handed pitchers, they probably won't be able to do shit.
Popped up right side.
They might get down.
Stretches out and holds it
What?
in.
That saw guy hit the ground, but he still showed it in his hands.
Here's the left fielder, Jack Sawinski.
My God, if Jack Sawinski gets a home run here, and he's not really a lefty hitter either.
Tapped at the plate.
My God, your pitch sucks, dude. A little late swing.
In the air. The Rosarena after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And welcome back to the ballpark.
Yeah, and that's replaced the pitcher now, finally. Wonder why he can't get a win with that pitcher performance.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Going into the dang 10th inning for the third game in the NLCS.
Miss, and that's strike two.
0-2 is the count.
Close, but call the
That's a strikeout.
And the count
1 ball, 2
1-2.
strikes the count.
Out to short.
His guys are actually getting around on good
Throws
hits.
across the diamond.
He just unfortunately keeps going to somebody.
In the 10th. A Rosarena in the box now. Takes strike one.
0-1 is the count.
Right side. Down line,
Yep.
and it's foul. That just misses. And that's ball one. Got him swinging.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Swings and misses. And
1
the count,
ball,
1
2
and 2.
strikes.
Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next offering is downstairs. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And he's gone for the
Alright, going to the left inning.
back now. And
Come on, be a righty. Finally. Now we might actually be able to do something.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches.
Yeah, a little too high. It doesn't get too antsy.
First pitch is drilled in the air out to center. And there's one down.
I'm going to do this right here.
Now in for the Braves, Luis Garcia.
There, I had to get the headset off my ears. It was killing me.
Sharp grounder, that's through.
Oh my God, that's like the best feeling hit I've ever heard him do. Like the most power I've heard him do in the whole entire time I'm batting with him.
Such a good feeling. Smash that one
I
through the infield.
vibrate the crap out of my controller hitting that ball.
It makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Go ahead, run on base. So here's
And it was just over it too.
in the air.
Come on, Sean. Ah, that's not a homer.
In position. He's got it. There's 2 away. And now Michael Harris the second. Diving stop at first.
Oh my God, these guys.
Played in the inning.
Freddie Freeman's replacement does shit like that.
Take it himself, waves
Ryan
the
Ward.
pitcher off, and continues to run into the dugout.
You'd never see Freddie Freeman doing that, I can tell you that.
Back here in L.A. Now at the plate, Ryan Ward. Oh, he doesn't get the call.
How are we starting us off bad with a bad pitch or a bad
To third, Riley.
call on that pitch?
1 up, 1 down. Now it's the right fielder, James Outman. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And the slider catches the zone.
Well, he didn't like those
No
first
ball,
2
2
pitches
strikes.
down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Throw on to Olsen, and a couple of quick outs. Here's Mookie to hit. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-1.
Now nobody on. Here in Game 3 of the NLCS. Strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third up. On to the 12th, and now Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
I was like, what the heck was that saying? I was hanging. Can I get out of here?
Way back there.
No, it doesn't.
Down,
Oh,
one out.
go! What the heck?
Safe and
The dude just
sound,
stopped
nobody out.
midway.
That double has the go-ahead run in scoring position.
A couple of hits in a row.
That would basically start us off with the
Double into the gap, and
extra inning rule.
in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing. Really important at bat.
That pitch kind of hanged up there. It was a little easy to wait on that.
Ronald Acuna Jr. That one
There
is
you go,
up.
Ron Acuna. That's how to do it, bruh.
And that ball is out of here.
Finally, some runs get on the board. It only took 12 innings.
Gotta feel good. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Tyler Glasnow.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Ripped on a line to center. And it's caught for the out.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard-hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Hard grounder into the out.
My host is going to get on base from that.
And the postseason success continues for him.
And we got one out here. Look who it is, too. It could be 4-0 now. And that Jack's up the bat.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field.
I think I was a little underneath it.
He makes the catch.
Didn't feel as good as normal with him.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
That's hard hit on the line.
Was right to the center fielder. At least they got a home run, Ron Acuna. Just in time, too, to get us out of this damn game.
And it's 2-0. This is the National League Championship Series on the show. Back here.
Let's put the closer in.
Ryan Helsley on to try and close it out.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down. Get out of here with the W.
That one finds the corner.
So you don't like giving favorable calls if it's above the catcher's like belly button or something.
And he occasionally uses a curve.
Anything at the bottom of the strike zone, y'all like to say ball for if it's close. See? Right on cue.
1 and 2.
That was a strike.
Strikes the count.
Got him looking. Down on strikes, and there's one away here in the 12th. Here's Shohei Ohtani. And the first pitch misses.
You know what? If Shohei even hits a home run here, they'll still be down by 1 run.
Gotta give this off. It's really rare for teams to string
Two
stuff
balls,
together
no
against him.
strikes.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one
Two
of his
balls,
pitches.
1 strike.
That misses.
That's ball 3.
And that's ball 3.
See? Another slider down in the zone.
On the mound.
Obviously in the strike zone. See? Those two things were strikes. Umpire. It's a strikeout.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there. Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why.
That pitch
It's
is out.
not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Swing and a miss. That one at 101.
1 ball, 1
And
strike.
he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural
ball,
flow
2 strikes.
that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Nope.
That just misses, and
2
that's ball
balls,
2.
2 strikes.
The Dodgers down to their final strike. With the tying run at the plate here in the late stages of Game 3.
Ball game.
Swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Braves take a 3-0 lead in NLCS against the Dodgers.
The Atlanta Braves are now just 1 win away from the World Series.
Yeah, this thing has sweep written all over it. These guys are playing their best baseball of the season at the best possible time. Looking dominant here in the League Championship Series.
And for a team facing a sweep, chances to turn the series around, quickly running out. They're really playing against all odds now.
All right, can we sweep the Dodgers? Starting off at top of the seventh. We have somebody on base already with one or no outs. The other Japanese pitchers pitching for him.
Yeah, the batter now, Matt Olson.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Ripped on the ground to second. Not in
He's
time.
good.
Oh my God! I'm about to say Matt Hope was to do get the guy
Looked to me like he got on the
third
side of
base,
the ball
but
a little too much right there.
man, they actually threw an error.
Fragile as well with the throwing motion.
Dodgers just shooting themselves in the foot with that.
Top of the ball and really
Where was he
get
aiming
out
at
and
that?
finish with a good release point. It's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
That first baseman may have done that diving catch earlier in the earlier game, but if that happened with Freddie Freeman, they would have actually still got the out.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Squeezes it. Runner tags for home. A big run scores on the
Of course, it was Jack Sawinski's opportunity to get the game-winning run with a sac fly RBI there. So the Braves take the 1-0 lead.
1 for 2. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there.
Braves are starting to hit on all cylinders.
Showed off some quick hands, got the barrel to it, was able to yank it into the outfield.
And now Luis
Ball, that's
Garcia
just out.
just missed.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
On the ground to first. Ward off the second. Double play.
Wow.
What a twin.
Of course, it's Luis Garcia. Told you that guy's hitting just
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
it's crazy.
To work.
Nope.
One missing
The first few years, I thought the problem was getting that Alex Bregman, old guy buried in the 80 overalls, it cost us $40 million a year. But that guy was hitting home runs and hitting doubles and triples and God knows what else out there. Get to the ball, dude. Jesus.
He's out.
Get it there in time, and they get it out of the play. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. There's a strike. Holding on to a one-run lead late here in Game 4. It feels
But
like
Alex Bregman ended up being great for us, so
weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
it's starting to look like getting Luis Garcia, who's a young second baseman, a good, should be a good hitter, was a mistake.
Ties him up, struck him out. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the
Because I've even thrown errors with that guy. I'm like, where the hell is he throwing that ball to first base? Shit that freaking Ozzy Albies don't do for me.
Change up,
I try to see if I can get that guy back.
and good work there as he gets a
Umpire doing that with authority. Strike!
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth.
Now we're gonna be able to hold this 1-0
tight game, so they're
lead to win this game to go advance to the World Series or not. I don't know.
to keep the score right where it is.
Throws to first in time. First out in the top of the eighth. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. So a man aboard now with one away.
Michael Harris at least gets on base. But again, you see how he hit it? It's like he was falling through completely, like again, like Ichiro back in the day. That's why I don't feel like you can really hit too many home runs with him. What in the world? That's also the third baseman. Okay, they move him.
Too late. He's in there.
Mookie Betts recovered
He's ready to
for
hit
him.
right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to
That's,
make them.
that's something you never see, and it still went it inside too when it went off his glove.
2 on, 1 out. And next for Atlanta, Ronald Acuna Jr. Golden opportunity right here. Fouled off left side.
In the
A lot of
end,
real estate in that area of the field.
To see them come home first and prevent that run from
That's a pretty big hit for Acuna.
Going back on this one.
It's out of here. It is.
And it's gone.
A 3-run home run. Ron Acuna puts up 4-0.
And they boost their lead. It's 4-0. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boo. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed
That's
to get it out
for
of
sure.
here.
Has to send the Braves to the World Series now.
Attempt at the wall.
4th year in a row.
Really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
We said 3-peat was enough. You need a 4-peat.
Here is Austin Riley. That one ripped left field.
Austin Riley got it right on 1 too. Is that out here as well? Oh, it's right off the wall.
Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as he
And now
Matt Olson reached for one.
to right. Way back there. Gone.
That's his first one of the postseason too.
It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a couple more. It's 6-0.
And with the 6-run lead, there are fans that are starting to head to the exits. High fastballs, especially with good.
He actually reached up. I think that would have been a ball too. Crazy even hit that high, that good from there.
Now in for the Braves, Jack Sawinski. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now
Team's definitely hitting on all cylinders against Bobby Miller.
and he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
This is unbelievable. That's now 6 consecutive hits.
1 out, runner at second. And the batter now, Willie Castro.
Little early swing.
Foul ball. It really
Early swing action there in that circle change.
Time for a rain delay is called. This rain is not
Emmett Sheehan's in the game again.
Do get a delay. The unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on
It was a nice little swing for him, but it's not far enough.
forever if it's a long break.
And get the runner to advance to third base
He's
though.
up to third safely with 2 gone. And the batter now, Luis
Oh.
Garcia.
Yep.
For 3.
Getting the last of that right here, guys.
Soft contact.
Told you, God, that guy sucks at hitting.
For the 3rd out. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting.
All right, time to replace the pitcher. Not only that, but I need to put you down. Warm you up and put you in.
Pitchers of their
These guys actually are like half their stamina,
And there's a strike. Good heater. It
but they should be refreshed for the World Series.
goes 6'1". He features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a changeup.
Go get that, Murphy. Go get that. Go get that.
Foul territory for the catcher.
Get it. Get it. Ooh.
Makes the grab. 1
He almost ran into the Dodgers freaking club out over there.
Rosarena. First pitch misses. The Braves.
Counts 1-0.
a very
Look, the pitcher's already tired.
It's really
He only thrown 5 pitches in this game.
putting stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
And now it's even up.
Unless he beats himself,
2 balls,
somehow
2
can't
strikes.
find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Swings
Being a relief pitcher has got to be stressful. Never know when you're actually going to have to pitch.
Nope.
up for the
Ball
3rd
1.
time here. Watches that one miss.
And against who?
No strikes.
Next offering is
At least if you're a starter or a batter, you know when you're
even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake.
going to play.
Yeah, and you're hoping that you'll
Forehand.
somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. And we're back. Here's Sean Murphy.
All right, 1 inning to go because the Atlanta Braves is going to be able to do it. Another NOCS victory.
A Rosarena makes the catch, and there's 1 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Outman calls it in.
Fly out for Michael Harris.
2 outs, base is empty. And And now the shortstop, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. And that one ripped to left. Arozarena calls it in to end the inning. All set for the...
All right. 1 inning to go. Ryan Hensley getting up, and we're going to have Casey Mize warming up and Frankie Montes, I guess. I don't know.
The pitch. Misses inside. And it's 1-0. Late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go.
We got to see the other team's roster, too. See who we're going up against between Detroit and Baltimore. I particularly like to see Detroit. So, like, how are they even here? I think I was hearing stuff about Kerry Carpenter.
I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have
Which
a
I'm
lot of
pretty
time
sure
to
he's on
watch
Detroit in
down
this game.
before you
In the
have to
fourth
say it
season.
was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Popped up to the
Get that,
left,
Riley.
the foul ground. Snags it for the second out.
That hanging breaking ball looks so juicy to the hitter, and nothing more frustrating when you miss that pitch and you pop out. He's going to have to think about that until his next at bat.
They're down to the final strike.
Gosh, a little late on
No
that
ball,
breaking
2
ball. I don't
strikes.
think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to
Wookie
regroup.
Betts be the last batter for the Dodgers. Let's see if we get it.
Strike away.
And we advance.
On the ground at third, and this should do it. And
Ball
that
game.
does it. They win.
NLCS victory again. 4 years in a row for the Atlanta Braves.
Congratulations to the National League champions. This team clearly excited, and they deserve every bit of this moment. Enjoy it now, but get yourselves ready for the biggest series of your lives.
It's probably going to be Baltimore
So the Atlanta Braves get it done in the most
that we're going to play against, but
possible. They swing
I would
their
not
way
be shocked
to
if
the World
Detroit finally
Series.
does it. Makes the World Series. I've had some growth in the last little bit. You know, we got the headliners pack I got open too for this World Series.
That a lot of people thought could win the title.
It's like an impromptu pack opening of the stream. Up Baltimore. I knew it was Baltimore. 19 batting, 10 pitching, and 6 fielding. Regular season and made the World Series. And I went to 7 games too against Detroit. Darn. Detroit almost pulled it off. Alright, let's open this pack and then check their... Which, 90-something% of the time, I only get like a freaking silver out of this pack. Yeah. Did get a diamond. Got Christian Yelich too. There's speaking of Joey Estes. A diamond bat, maybe. It's not too bad. I'm definitely probably going to put him on the team. Maybe he's going to be like the DH or something. Let's see what we get. Yeah, diamond bat. Not bad. Seen a lot worse headliner packs than that. Alright, let's see the Baltimore team. How they've changed since we played them. I think it was 2 years ago. Jordan Westburg, yeah, I kind of figured he would still be up there, doing good and getting better. How many more years is on this team? Arbitration next year. Jackson Holiday, is he actually going to start starting now? I was tempted to try to go after him. I just didn't like his hitting stats. Not a bad guy. And he's also a lefty. We've got way too many lefties. But how many lefties on Baltimore, though? It's crazy. Gunnar Henderson, yeah. Only 26, too. Free agent next year. Uh-oh. He's a free agent next year. That's probably the guy we're going to go for in free agency at the end of this. Yeah, beat the Baltimore team and go after the guy, the star player. If it doesn't resign for him. Colton Cowser, arbitration next year, still young as well. Kobe Mayo, still young. Arbitration for 3 years. Heston Kierstedt, arbitration for 3 years. See, they don't have no that one catcher no more. Moises Ballesteros, Roddy Tellez, Darren Vershow. Good defensive man out there. They got Horners on this team too now. Dylan Carlson. Our pitching is Grayson Rodriguez still. How many more years has he got? What were our rotation year? Hey Popovich, Zach Eflin, Kyle Bradish. I also got Evan Phillips now. He's been on the Dodgers every year but this year. All right, here we go. The first game of the World Series. Baltimore versus Atlanta again. Second matchup of these two teams.
Back to the top of the order now. And next for the Orioles, Jordan West.
Starting 6th inning and give us a 1-0 lead.
Fought off foul. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That was your time of
That
day.
one away, and the count remains 0-2. Next offering misses down and away.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. They get 1.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out.
It didn't let me throw the ball.
Defense worked behind him with another ground ball.
I was about to praise him for doing that the first time, him going to first base before he throws it, instead of just throwing it and getting throwing it back.
These hitters have been in
But he didn't even throw the ball.
today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity
Yeah.
and stay there.
Tosses across the first. Now 2 away.
And when we tell somebody who has a good smooth swing, this guy does. Gunnar Henderson.
The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, no strike.
With the tying run at second, here in game 1 of the
That might be my main target.
Just missed.
He's a shortstop too.
You know the runner on second.
Definitely take Luis Arias' spot.
Base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Next
Ball,
offering
low.
is down low.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Hands full.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. This one in the air. Strider. And that's the 3rd out. 1 hit, 1 left. 2, 3, 4, 2 up in the home.
He knows.
6th. It's the Braves 1 and the Orioles nothing. Game 1 of the World Series. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Ripped on a line. And a quick out, number 1. As we kick off the World Series, it is hard not to think about Kirk Gibson's incredible walk-off homer against Dennis Eckersley in Game 1 back in 1988. An iconic moment in baseball history.
A lot of great Game 1 moments, Boog. Alex Gordon's game-tying homer for the Royals in the bottom of the 9th in 2015 really sticks out for me. They went on to win that game in 14 innings.
1 down, base is empty. Line drive. Varsho makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. So here's Riley now. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Varsho moving under it, and the inning is over. Back here in Atlanta, and now the right fielder, Colton Cowser. And that one fouled off.
Now, Boog, it's going to be a long series, but you can't ask for a better start for this home side. Their bullpen's getting rest at the right time, and they've got the lead. Performances like this can help you win a few games, not just one.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat. A big first out here in the seventh via the punch-out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
That's outside. 1-1.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong, and their timing's off.
Trying to hold a one-run lead here in the late stages of Game 1. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. You think he caught him off guard with a fastball right there, Chris? He didn't look ready for it.
Yeah, no doubt. I think that's exactly what happened. You look at the sequence of pitches. He didn't see anything firm until that last fastball, so you got to think he was still sitting off speed and just couldn't react quick enough to even get a swing off. That's good pitching right there.
Kerstead now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Ripped to short. Throws to first. And the Orioles set down. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Rodriguez back to work. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Henderson makes the grab, one away.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Man at first with one gone. This is Willie Castro. On the ground to first, could be 2. Tellez to second, return throw to first, got him, double play, and that'll do it. One hit in the
That was the most weak out call I've ever seen in my life.
The Braves won, and the Orioles nothing.
I don't think that umpire over there when called as an out. Looked like it was safe to me anyway. I think he beat that by like an eyelash.
The truest part, and here's the catcher, Moises Ballesteros. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
So far, this guy's been able
Moises
to
Ballesteros.
swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up,
What
be a
in
little
the
more
world?
patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
That one back up the middle,
Really?
and it gets through. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Tellez swings through it for strike 1.
0-1.
That one the other way. Beats the second, out there. On to first, double play.
Dang.
Oh man, what a smooth double play.
Guy tried to take my second baseman out.
Start to finish.
That was dirty. Holy crap, could have broke his ankles to that.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Gets the outside corner with that one.
How in the world do you call that a strike?
Strike 2.
He's in a great spot right here.
0-2.
Ahead in the count, 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Sawinski makes the catch, inning over. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Will Vest.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That's the ball.
Garcia up to hit for the
1-0.
third time as he lays off inside ball 1. Tap softly to the right side. Holiday on to first.
You're out.
One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting.
So here's Murphy now. He's 0 for 1.
Murphy.
This one smoked out to left. Kerstead pulls that one down, 2 down. Michael Harris the second. Now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. To the right side. Oh, great stop. To his knee. The throw on the money. Nice play. And welcome back to the ballpark.
Now pitching for the Braves.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Brian.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Yeah. Misread what inning was his 9th inning already, so Brian Abreu is coming in for a close.
And the count is 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes.
Couldn't even hit nothing in this
That's
game.
not what that pitch was.
Next offering is down low.
3 balls.
And it's 3-2.
Jackson Holiday has 2 home runs in the postseason.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Bro didn't have 60 hitting
Another
stats.
breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastballs.
Misses. It's a strikeout.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now.
One
I'd
strike.
like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it,
Ball.
and the
Inside.
deception gets him the K.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Orioles down to their final out.
Chance
Well,
to
one
strike
more
the
out.
side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantage.
Should be funny. Bring Ryan Harris to the game.
Relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little
0-1.
jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what,
No
that's
ball.
huge.
2 strikes.
Strike 2.
That's 3.
That's strike 3. Dog ball game. Braves take the first game of the World Series.
So the Atlanta Braves take game 1 as they get their World Series off to a great start.
Yeah, from their performance today, it'd be easy to see him keep this thing going. And this is just a determined team, Boog. I like what I saw from them.
And across the diamond, it's time to regroup. Being down 1-0 isn't the end of the world, but
What, 5,000 XP in that game somehow? What the? Alright, we're going to game 2. Still a tie game with the top of the 6th.
First and second, no outs. And now the catcher
Well,
comes
our
up to hit.
free agent acquisition
Solo.
starting pitcher Shane McClanahan's pitching in this game. He's got a good game so far. Besides allowing 2 people to get on base and no outs. It started the 6th inning.
On that scoreboard.
And now 1 and 2.
And it really looks like these hitters.
Samuel Bacello
Swing and a
strikes
miss.
him out.
So far, just
First
one
out
of
of
those
the
days
6th
for
inning.
this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
2 on, 1 out.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground.
1 ball,
but I wouldn't
2
expect many
strikes.
pitches up in the zone.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Westberg in the box now. Takes strike 1. Swing and a miss. And the count is
No ball.
0-2.
2 strikes.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
That one hit to right. Acuna there. Brings it in. And that's the 3rd out. 2 left on. Part of the order.
Bottom of 6 now.
5 coming up. And we still have no score. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Povich back to work. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Chris, you and I have gotten to work some memorable postseason games together. One I look back on,
Ball one.
2013 ALCS Game 2,
I got a ball,
the
one strike.
David Ortiz Grand Slam. Here comes a pitch. On the ground to
Foul
third,
ball.
and it goes just foul. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back. And
There you go, Ronald, first home run of the World Series now.
They must be going
Fourth home run of the
crazy in
postseason
dugout.
total.
And they
He's
grab
been
the
on
lead.
fire
It's
as the
1-0.
main
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later.
player of
You
the
can't argue
Braves
with those
organization
results.
here.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter
And
off
Austin
balance.
Riley follows
Clearly
suit.
not fooled by the location or the velocity.
And get one out
He was
himself.
all over that fastball.
Swing and a ball driven
Might have
out to
very well
center.
done it.
Varsho moving back for it.
Yeah, back-to-back homers for the
Into
Braves.
the planter, out in center, home run, and they tack one on the board. It's
Team just could not hit against Grayson Rodriguez, but they're now firing it up now. Took them only 6 innings to do it now in this one. Game 2 of the World Series.
Back-to-back homers.
Going for the
Always a
again the
special
fourth peat
feeling
or
at the
fourth
ballpark,
peat.
especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Here's Matt Olson. Swing and a ground ball, and that
That
one
went
gets
right
through
up the
center
gap.
field. And the postseason success
Kapovich.
continues for him.
Lefty
Like
matchup
Popovich
thing's
over
not
here.
going so well.
Now the left fielder, Jack Sawinski, 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Varsho makes the play, 1 down.
Actually went too bad off of a lefty. I think that's the leftiest pitching us.
For me, Boog, a game I remember is us calling the 2014 AL wildcard game. The Kansas City Royals hosting the Oakland A's. The Royals come from behind to win in extra innings and move on to the division series. They had such a great run that it ended up.
Has some trouble.
Oh, he ain't getting on base, but at least he got the guy going second.
Out on the
Oh, he's safe. Stepped out of the way there. Is that Rowdy Tellez?
Now the catcher up to
A weird
hit.
person to be on first
Drake
base with
Baldwin.
Baltimore, though. Here's Drake Baldwin.
Next offering, popped to the air, right field.
A fly out to the right fielder.
Ends the inning.
Nice little chance for Drake Baldwin there, though.
But 2 round trippers
The
in
Ron
this inning.
Acuna.
The long ball was working.
And
It's
Austin
now
Riley
a
both go
2-0
yard
game.
to take the
You're
Braves
watching
to
the
2-0
World Series
lead
on the
in the
show.
second game of the World Series. We're all in 2s right now.
Back here in Atlanta, we go to the top of the
Oh.
7th. Now it's the shortstop.
Speaking of
Gunnar
2, I think I said Gunnar Henderson's number is 2. Yep.
Henderson.
I think it's just in the cards to get this guy now.
Left side, and foul ball.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to
That
swing
ball's
the bats.
foul.
On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Still curious how much money this team's going to have in the offseason to spend. The other 2 years have had over $100 million. I was like, wow.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And
One
breaking
ball,
misses
2 strikes.
outside.
Which means we spent 200-something over 300-something million
A big first out here in
for
the
your whole
7th,
a whole roster in the last 2
Yeah,
years.
It just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the lead
It makes you believe there's not going to be too much money to spend.
Setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. In the air, left field. Sawinski sizes this one up. He won't
Oh my God,
get
he wouldn't let me
there.
move.
That should be extra bases.
What the heck was
Around
going on
second
there?
now as they still don't
He
have
was
it.
not
And he
moving at
makes it
all.
all the way to third with a
That should have
two-out
been a
triple.
fly out.
That pretty much split the zone down
The
the
guy was
middle,
just
and those are
walking.
the ones where you gotta make them pay. Now
I
a
never
huge
seen him do
bat
that to
in
me
this
before.
game coming up.
Look at him, he just paused there and you're trying to get the ball.
Heston Kjerstad, the next to
Oh
hit
man,
for
that
the
was funny.
Orioles. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. With the tying run at the plate, here in Game 2 of the World Series. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first, and very nicely
Of all
done
people,
for the
Luis
out.
Garcia had to stop him
And the
getting a
Orioles leave one.
cheesy
Trailing
run on
here
us.
2-0. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
I'm going to replace my starting pitcher next inning. Who do I have warming up?
Swings through that.
Hey, what the heck was that pitch?
Curveball.
Oh,
That's
one's
what
the
put
count.
me with the ball in
That was
here
a
to pitch
mistake. It
for
works out
once.
really good for the pitcher. The hitter
We
is
just don't have
trying to
Aaron Bummer no
express
more.
a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
And a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Everything. Michael Harris the second. The next to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. In the air, left
You
field.
go, Michael.
Down the line. Fair ball.
Guy can't pick it up.
Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
This is Willie Castro. Ground ball to the right
That ball's
side.
foul.
And it goes just foul. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Varsho has a beat
I wonder
on
if
it.
Michael Harris is going to be able to move.
He's got it. Runner tags
I'm going to go
at
for it
second.
anyway. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it though. Oh, he made it
Makes
barely.
to third.
He's safe.
Good base running
Sack.
to move up with only one out.
Sack fly to get a guy to third base. No RBI though. Here's Warren Acuna.
Acuna now. He had a big
First one to get the
swing back
first
in the
runs on the
sixth.
board for the
solo
Braves
shot
to
that
wake the
figures
bats
into
up
this
for them
game
in
in
the
a
second
pretty
game.
big way right now.
Yeah, that was a big swing of the bat.
Can he continue that hot streak?
More, trying to add on to this lead right here.
Just get a ride on one. Is it free RBI for him though?
A swing and a soft line.
Yep, free RBI.
Base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 4.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Off the plate, ball
In the
one.
box with one away as he takes ball 1. 2 runs across in the inning here in the late stages of game 2. There's a swing and a drive.
Oh, it's a good ride on one again.
And that one
Right off the
is
wall.
off the wall. Throw into third. He's in
No,
there.
he's safe.
Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Ripped on a line to center.
It's a hanging knuckle curve.
He's got it. Runner tagging and heading for home. He's in.
Would have been another home run. Manos and hits it above the plate. That was close.
Getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Line drive, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner.
Freaky ass thing back there.
2 on and 2 out.
Oh, that started it.
Will it bother you if I run the water for a few minutes?
And now it's Luis Garcia.
I can decide myself to computer while you're doing this. Let me know when you're done.
Alright, give me you want
Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Here comes Riley. He will score, and it's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Next to hit, Drake Baldwin.
No,
Hit on the
that's
ground
foul.
to the right side. And foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. In to score is the runner from third, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. First and second, 2 down. And now the DH, Evan Carter. Towards first, Tellez. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th, Camilo Doval.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have
Well, it was the first time pitching with this guy this whole postseason. Doing that just for shits and giggles. Camilo Doval.
Inside at 100, and the count even 1-1.
Those 2 straight balls in a row.
Tap back to the mound.
Bro, your name's Camilo Doval, not Cabal.
Here's Rowdy Tellez.
Or the ball. Camilo Doval.
One's the count.
A former All-Star. He features a slider.
He's a turn to go to strike.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in.
Strike it.
That really well.
Go Garcia, get to that, get to that. Come on. Ooh, we barely reached that shit.
2 down, base is empty. Now the Orioles catcher, Samuel Basallo. In the first pitch,
It's like this is definitely game 2 of the World Series is definitely gonna be to the Braves, and with somehow they pull out some miraculous shit here.
Riley. And it's a 1-2-3 inning.
Got 1 inning to go for the game 2.
Pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Yennier Cano.
Well, they need someone to
Yeah,
stop
they're
the
cold.
lead and
Cano.
keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
1 up, 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Willie Castro digs in now. 0 for 4, 2 ground outs, a flyout, and a strikeout. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Dang, the umpire ball got smacked in the
So they get a man
knees.
aboard with a 1-out
Where the hell was he
single.
running to? Oh. It's like he was going off to the pitches. Fences. He's somebody come see my knees, I hurt.
Acuna Jr. He's already homered in this game. And that one in the air center field. Hauls it in for the out. So man aboard, Austin Riley. Next up for the Braves. He's already homered here in this one. In the air, right side, Kerstead. He's there.
Huh.
He's got it.
Maybe I should have been standing there whenever I was roughing. Inside the field like that.
All set to start the 9th in this
I was
one.
like,
So here's
whenever I was reffing there at first base,
First offering is
somebody was on first base trying to go to second, I was reffing like in between them,
And there's
out
a strike
beyond the
outside
dirt,
corner.
right before you go to the outfield, so I could see what's going on.
Camilo notches the K.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way
Hurry
to
got that
stay
guy
more
out.
competitive up there at the plate.
Throw on to Olsen.
Gunnar Henderson, 0 for 7 in the World Series.
Henderson now at the plate.
Any reason why a team
0-1.
doesn't do well is because your main guys can't even get a hit. Here I'm talking about trying to sign him in the offseason. You can't even hit in the World Series. And he gets the final out of the second game.
So the Atlanta Braves have taken charge of this World Series.
2 games to go, and the Braves will win 4 for the 4th straight
Maybe a change of venue to
title.
shake things up a little bit, but for now, they look like they're ready to start etching their name on the commission.
Pretty close to 1,000 stubs.
Series left, though.
And on the other side, a lot of work to do to get back into this. They need to bounce back next time out.
Now we're going away for a few games. Going to Baltimore for game 3. Tie game. We're starting the top of the 8th. That's great. Braves also had more realistic record too. 111 wins, fights 130.
Back here in Baltimore.
And 32
And now
that
the
one
center
season.
fielder, Michael Harris II. To the right side. flip to the pitcher.
One out on the Braves already.
That's one away as the lead.
I gotta make sure somebody else is warm up in case he miles up.
Leadoff man is out in the 8th.
I'm getting a lot of perfect hits with that guy.
Piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the outfield. You're
He
trying
just
to
can't get nowhere with it.
Represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
And that one hammered.
If that's how Ron Acuna really wants us to win, right off the, it just dinged right off the pole.
He flexes his
Puts the
power
Braves
with
in the
that
lead.
swing. His second homer this series, and that gives him a lead. It's 2-1. He ambushed him right there, Singy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is
How you feeling,
exactly
man?
what he had in mind as well. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line. And
I was just saying, man, I've been seeing that screen for 5 hours. Nah, not quite 5 hours, but
Will take over here. He has a great slider with tons
at least that
of
background blue color is like my favorite color almost.
Here's Austin Riley. Just a slow ground ball this time. Slings it across.
Got him, that's an out.
You know, I've gotten hit up on Facebook by somebody who claims to be Sexy Red.
As we take a look at how today's
You know who Sexy Red is?
so far.
Some rapping girl or something. I don't know. I just know her because she came on Raw once, or NXT once.
The key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure
Which
out
is hard to know if it's real or not, because the person
across the board.
has 1,000-something friends and followers. So I don't know.
And the whiffs just keep on coming. He's up to
And the only reason I bring it up because I have a message there saying, "Hello, fan. How are you?"
Strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters.
0-1.
Such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Hey, right.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
No ball.
It really looks like
2
these
strikes.
hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider.
Is that awesome? Oh,
They've
damn.
not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there. Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats.
Olsen. Over to Connor
He's out.
Falefa. Double play.
He's out.
They can't seem to break. Back now at Oriole Park. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. That one ripped right center field. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. That one felt good. And they add a run. It's 3-1. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Jack Sawinski. This one in the air, right field. Kowser on the move. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
This is Willie Castro.
Castro.
Out towards right center field. Marshall on the move.
Is that getting down? No.
Pulls it in
Fire.
after a long run.
Looks like we're well on our way after Matt Olson getting a home run too. Our insurance home run in Game 3 for us to win this. They get another World Series.
Out towards right center. That's
Oh my
well set.
God! If he just hit a home run,
And that
Right.
one hops the wall.
that's about as good as a hit I could have done with him.
Second, in safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
He was all over that one. When you see a ball come off the bat,
That's probably about
line,
the
you know it's
worst
pretty much
pitch
a
that pitcher could have done.
perfect swing, and for me, I start wondering,
Hey,
looking
who
on
throws
the
that 8 mile
was
per hour
the exit
sliders?
velocity. This time 106.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Kirstead.
Right to the left fielder though.
Catch, and that'll do it.
Unfortunate.
But the solo shot stretches their lead even. And we're back. And now the shortstop, Gunnar.
At least Gunnar Henderson ain't gonna be the last out for him this time. That's gotta be embarrassing.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field.
You'll get to
And
that.
it gets by him.
Why over Jackson? We can get out here. Come on, come on, come on.
Tag, and they
Right
got
there.
it. Error on the
Ah,
play, but they get the out anyway.
I don't know about that one,
Gotta
Chief.
love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double.
close.
Unfortunately, thrown out at second
Maybe.
base.
I don't know.
He was so close to being in scoring position.
He's 2 outs away. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Colton Cowser. And first offering is fouled off. The Braves leading by 2 here in Game 3 of the World Series.
I don't even know why I got Spencer still pitching. Oh, come on.
Here
Put
comes
my
the man.
closer in here. No, he hasn't pitched in like 2 games.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
One down, base is empty. And the slider just misses.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there's 2 down. Ground ball to short, and this ought to do it. On to first,
Ball game. Game 3 of the World Series goes to the Braves. Got 1 more to go. And we win 4 straight.
Sweep here tomorrow. So the Atlanta Braves certainly look like they're on their way to the World Championship.
Yeah, hard to imagine this working out any other way. It doesn't seem like these guys are going to slow down until they've got this title locked up. They're on an absolute mission.
And it would take an historic comeback to have this series result any differently at this point.
Alright, he's putting us in there. Top to 6th inning with no outs. Ron Acuna on first, Australia at the plate, Kyle Braves pitching. And we're down by 1 run, and it's 2-3. And the Braves close this shit out in Game 4 of the World Series. Kyle Braves has 88 pitches already, though. He's going to be pitching much longer. That probably was not a good swing attempt. What you up in the bread basket for Austin there. We know Matt O's can't hit him when it's not high, though. I just have it up here. Oh, it was a slider, and it dropped on him. God, what is these pitches? Basically the same pitch. They're gonna get down. They're gonna get down. Oh man, the center got to that too fast.
That's out number 2.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest.
But look who it is, Jack Sawinski. He could actually do it. Put the Braves in the lead.
You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Nah. Hit that in a bad spot and still got to hit out of that pitch.
They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. This is Willie Castro.
That's what the team needs, is more batters like him. Oh my. There is no chance Willie Castro may have just won this game for us. Got a run on 1. His first one of the whole postseason. Just put us in the lead 5-3.
1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time.
I don't think I've hit a home run with him in 2 years.
Anytime you have a pitch,
not that I swung early.
The percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
And now it's Luis Garcia, 1 for 2. Well struck right.
It's his pitcher.
Dives, but it falls.
I don't know what he's doing.
Like extra bases.
Giving us easy things to hit. We might as well be playing T-ball out here.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row.
Oh, the manager finally takes him out.
Runner at second, 2 down.
About 3 pitches too late. The Baltimore's hopes to be alive.
Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. He's got it, and that is that. So for the 4th game of the World Series.
Yeah, pitcher out of energy. I get it. But could be with the ball back at it again. Casey Mize. Casey Mize close out this game.
Late in the swing there.
Oh, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the
Yeah,
game
this
today.
Roddy Taylor has basically been playing for ever.
Especially in the postseason. Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line. Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Didn't even try to swing at that fool.
Exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll them out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first 2 hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes
Alrighty.
out the side. Back here in Baltimore.
3 innings to go. We got the 5-3 lead. Top of the 7th started. Michael Harris coming up.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Kowser on the move to the gap. Puts it away for the out.
That's your donut, right? The last one?
He's already homered in this.
We sure it is.
There's one more left for you.
Huh?
That chocolate one is mine, yes, but the other one is
Hammers
yours.
that one deep.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The one that's in there is yours.
Yeah, that last is mine.
Okay.
I plan on eating it in the morning.
Another homer.
All right.
His second home run of the game.
Dang, I just hit a home run it kind of Khalifa too. Let's go right at a sweet spot for you. That was a pretty bad pitch. And I'm pretty sure this guy used to be a pitcher on the Braves. They never really panned out. Rosie Contreras. Pittsburgh. Oh, it wasn't the Braves guy. It was that guy who was on the Pirates.
Out, space is empty. Austin Riley at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Going back.
It's not out, but it's a pretty big hit though. Another home run by an unlikely hero in this game, Isaiah Kiner Khalifa. Mia Khalifa's brother.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Right, after this, I'm going to put in the
inside corner for a strike.
0-1.
That was a nasty pitch right there.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball.
Ooh, almost knocked him out from that one.
Weak contact and balls on the ground. He gets swings and misses.
Actually, I'm putting him in now. Casey Mize is going in the game.
Here comes the manager.
And then we're going to have Ryan warming up too.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat.
I just found out Jackson Holiday over there, 90 speed. Jesus, how you're blazing.
Way to manufacture that run from first. It feels like it's really important to getting back in.
Oh, Baltimore's mounting some type of hitting thing going right now. They're finally getting on fire. They only took them to the Game 4 of the World Series and bottom of the 7th. They're down by 3 runs to do it.
Let the ball travel and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Olsen over to Connor Khalifa. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
That guy was reacting as if the guy called him out.
It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed
Dang,
to be
son.
made. That's helping your team.
In the box now, take strike 1.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's try to get him to hit.
Grounder might be 2.
Throw it.
In there.
Oh, he's safe. Safe. He's in there.
See?
Destin Kerstead.
Luis Garcia couldn't even make defensive plays happen.
Just
Slow at throwing the ball.
Lay off that pitch down. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play
1-1.
move.
swing and a miss.
What the heck was that swing, bro?
Fouls it off, still 1-2. with the go-ahead run at the plate.
Often trying to make this fucking complicated.
Over to Connor Falefa.
Got
Return throw to first. Got him. Double play.
finally got out of there.
That'll
Even
do it. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the
a little bit of a sweat was broken there.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep.
And it was just Matt Olson comes in and hits a home run to get that run back. You're still ahead by 3 again. They want to close this World Series up.
Back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous with the dish right now.
This to center
A
field.
blooper that might get down. Nah.
Makes a nice
The center fielder is just too good at
sprint.
defense.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved
The 3-1 home run guy himself put us in the league. Initially, back at the bat again. Can you get that home run?
Swing and a ground ball, and that one finds its way through.
No, but he gets on base though.
Luis Garcia will hit next.
Oh, I see the pitch clock thing back there.
And that one pulled foul. One run across in the frame so far here in Game 4 of the World Series. Luke behind second. Nice grab.
Oh, he jumped up high for that one.
Wow,
That was
an
plumb over.
awesome leaping catch. Great reactions. Great
Sean Murphy,
athleticism.
.067 bat average. He only has like 20 hit.
Robbed him of a base hit.
Swing and a ground ball out to short.
He goes out home run too.
Time to first, third out.
Oh, middle of the 8th.
One more
Matt
for
Olson did put us back up by 3 again. After that crazy
back to the ballpark.
bottom of the
Bottom
7th.
inning, and into the box for
Baltimore
Baltimore.
almost did some stuff in that one.
Ballesteros.
Got one run out of it, but that was it.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right
Baltimore
here.
have anything left in them, in the tank.
If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Swings through it, and that's a strike.
Down to the final 5
That's
outs.
about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
One out, base is empty. Strike three, and it's 2 in a row. And now it's Dalton Varsho. On the ground to third. Fair ball. So digging in, Jordan Westberg. And a swing and a miss.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity.
balls,
You
one
definitely got
strike.
to push something across because it's not
No,
going to
that's
get any
down,
easier.
ball.
Get to the 9th, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
That one's in there. And that is strike 2.
1 and 2.
Cut on and miss,
Three.
and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning.
1 inning left
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a
before we
new
can
pitcher
crown
on
the
the
World
mound.
Series champions again.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field, and the leadoff man aboard. Isaiah Kiner Falefa up to the plate.
Another guy that was unlikely going to hit a home run with his does.
His spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2
Total
home runs
team effort in
already.
this World
Now he's
Series.
going for number 3.
Let's go.
There's one. Throw to first and safe.
It's on base at least.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Oh, great stop. Throws from his knees. 1 and second. What a double play that was.
Yeah. Ron Acuna being so much slower hurts him. Alright, let's put our actual closer in the game to finish this shit off.
Ryan Helsley on to try and close it out.
I think closer has to be one of the
Hard to
toughest
order.
jobs in baseball. And we see a pretty high turnover rate.
It's actually not going to be
because
Gunner
every
here since it's going to
seems to be
finish
high
the game.
pressure. This one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Inside.
No, that's in.
And a count 2-1. That That's down
That
the
missed,
can.
that's
Snyder
ball.
missed.
Just missed with a good breaking ball in. Looking for that hitter to chase and perhaps get some weak contact or a swing and miss. Good job on both sides.
Got him looking for the
Finally.
game.
Only took, well, how many pitches was that,
Well,
10?
first batter, it's always a
Get
big
that guy,
closer. I mean, you get that punch
7?
out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of
Gunner's going to be one of the last batters,
in your
though.
mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that you're going to wrap this thing up.
No
The
balls, 2
Braves
strikes.
leading by 3 late here in Game 4.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because
No errors, no errors.
Piece of swinging to keep the bat alive.
All right, 1
Throw on to
out
Olsen.
to go.
2 up, 2 down. So they're down to their final out. And next will be
1
the
more to
cleanup hitter.
go, and the Braves are winning it all.
Well,
1
so
more
many
to
hard-throwing
go.
relievers in the game these days.
Come out from the
Think
crawl.
hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen.
That's the game. World Series champions, and we see this animation again. The catcher comes to pick up the
They've won
pitcher.
the World Series.
Congratulations to the World
It'd be
Series
crazy if it actually said they win their 4th World Series championship in a
So
row.
proud of these players. I know the fans
No
back
team has
in
ever
their
done that.
hometown. Everybody going nuts right now. It's going to be such an amazing reception when they return home.
Welcome back on the show as we see some of the final moments and reactions in this World Series clinching game. And now let's go down.
Isaiah Kiner for week for the player of the game. It should have been the other guy, Rui Castro. All right. We have 154 million to spend. I need to see the depth chart. Our pitcher situation. This is Spencer Strider's last year. Oh, you can see all these guys right here. Willie Castro, Jack Sawinski, Isaiah Confer-Lefa. We do get to get Gabriel Moreno again. His thing kicked in, his arbitration. We're still waiting for this guy to finally get called up. My God, his power versus left went up 15. Luis Arias got a little bit better. We got Andrew Vaughn here. Brendan Donovan still here at left field. Quite a few years. Who do we want to sign? This team is freaking crazy. Yeah, Ron Acuna did not. This was his last year. It was weird not seeing him on here no more. See, Ron Acuna's right here. See, look. That's exactly what I was saying. Gunnar Henderson's here. And Ron Acuna. Like, it would be a disservice for us not to try to get these guys. And there's also this Riley Green guy who's 28. Luis Lewis, who's 29. Third base. He's asking for 10 years. Juan Acuna has a 63% motivation to sign. If he was just on our team, you might try to get him back. And I think I want Royce Lewis too. Doesn't have a secondary position. What else we got here? Anthony Vogt. See, that guy was offered a trade to us. We could try to sign him right now. Got Shane Baz here. This guy can play a lot of positions. Logan Hoppy. Nolan Corbin. That 97 power is kind of enticing, to be honest. There's Cargill. Who is he on Detroit? That's what I thought. He was on Detroit. Did he actually get an MVP? All-Star Silver Slugger for both 27 and 28. C.J. Abrams is here as 95 now. Unless I got Francisco Alvarez here. Ryan Brothers. This guy, who I tried to sign a while ago. So a lot of people could try to get. Jared Klinick's here too. I knew he was going to be gone. I like the fact of trying to get Ezekiel Duran too. But I want to get those two guys for sure. And maybe Anthony Vogt as well. I don't know. I don't like that his right handing sucks, though. We got O'Neal Cruz here. I just skipped over him. I like his swing too. It was Lewis was the other guy, but the problem is he just does not have a secondary position. But I'll try to get all these guys. Now what we got to make them? Gunner, left-handed batter, one-handed batter, right fielder, shortstop, third base. And what? Let's just see here. Oh, they're all on-base machine ones. Alright, let's just invest the calendar and see if there's any possibility for us to get these guys. I doubt it. Our free agency last year was crazy. Oh, Royce has only got a 22% thing to want to sign for us. Ron Acuna might. I'm going to offer him a contract anyway. $8 years for $44 billion a year. I don't know if Royce Lewis is the guy. He's too small. You could try like Raleigh Green, but he's also Westfield, so there's really no point. Anthony Vogt. There we go. Oh, Juan Acuna gets a 2% per week boost from this. That's crazy. Trying to see if we can get Ron Acuna back on the team. Jaron Duran goes to Miami. Ah. There's no way. It says available to spins 100, so they're still counting the Ron Acuna one. I'm going to put him up to this. There's no way. It's not even 50%. If he signs the rest up, he's stupid. Last chance. Yeah. Figured he wasn't going to sign for us. Goes back to Baltimore. Well, Warren Acuna's probably going to sign for us, though. If he signs for somebody else, that'd be crap. Yep. Ron Acuna comes back to the team. That's good. Thank God. Royce Lewis goes to the Rangers. Anthony Volpe has a 74%. He actually might sign for us. I think I'm going to put in, who was it? Nolan Gorman here, and was the other guy that can play a lot at second base. Yeah, this guy. In our positional need to change to second base from third base. Second base. So we're not get Gunnar Henderson after all. That was a bummer. And let's see what we need to do here. Alrighty. There we go. At least they all get a boost from that. Should try to go ahead and sign Anthony Volpe. Get him to 85%. Cause that's crazy. 27 age, 88 overall. I know he's not really good at right-handed, but he's good at left-handed. You might be able to get him better, to be honest. Vance. Always call that decision and see if we can go to the Braves. Get Ron Acuna to re-sign Anthony Volpe. That'll be a great offseason already. Yes. Anthony Volpe comes to us. Then he's a shortstop. Jordan Alvarez goes to the Cubbies. Kerry Carpenter. The Marlins are trying to get him. And that hitting against righties is crazy. I'm adding them there. That's gonna be our stuff now. Nolan Gorman's at 54%. Ezekiel Duran's not high enough though. Oof. Let's see, who else could we try to go after? If it might just try to go after Riley Green. Make sure it's second base, right field, and left field. There we go. No, never. Kerry Carpenter. Go in offer him. It was a must sign. The max thing we can do for him. Oh, We got Kerry Carpenter too. That was crazy. Now or never, Nolan Gorman. Might as well just do it again. Highest we can do. Not like we need his money anyway. These players are also just extra. He comes to the Braves as well. Byron Buxton goes to the Pirates. Riley Green's not moved. Now we only got $9 million to spend. Which could sign is Matt Brash, dude. Got a lot of pitches. Alright, team slot, team need. Put relief pitcher and something with pitching. There we go. 9% motivation boost. Zach Gallen to the Padres, Keita Marte to the Rangers. Rangers got somebody else. Biggs Batista to Baltimore as well. Gonna try to offer him a contract. There we go. See if he signs. Matt Brash's new relief pitcher coming to the Braves for 3 years. And that should be it. George Kirby. We got all our shit done by week 7. Our signings. We ended up signing Matt Brash for 3 years, $7 million a year. Nolan Gorman. That 97 pound versus right is crazy. Second baseman, third baseman. From St. Louis. His whole career signs for us. For a bunch of $21 million a year. Kerry Carpenter the same. $26 million a year. That hitting is just too good to pass up on. Anthony Volpe as well. And Ron Acuna finally making the bag. Play till he retires. Let's skip to the rest of the offseason and I'm going to see who else. See who else the Braves actually sign on their own. Because sometimes they sign people on their own, but we don't have no money. So I don't know. First batting, third pitching, first fielding. League signing. Let's see if there's anybody else the team signed by themselves. You know it has like a contract thing next to them they sign. They didn't sign nobody else themselves. Events. Let's see the depth chart now. Our team signed $411 million. The team's up to $500 million now. But now we got Spencer Strider. Actually, you know what? It'd be easier if I did it this way. Trade manager. Player to shop. Mr. Strider is here. This might be his final year in the Braves. Who knows? If we're going to sign him again, it might be another pitcher worth getting. Shane McClanahan's here for a while. Hopefully he still stays a high over all of his left-handed pitching. Mr. Strombock's here for a bit. Josh Winkowski. His final year as well. Bryce Elder, arbitration next season. Casey Mize, free agent next year. Joey Yessis, arbitration for 3 years. Got Luis Medina here as well, arbitration for 2 years. Roger McKenzie, 70 overall, B potential pitcher. Boys Marcel Rodriguez. Got Dorian Fields here as a B potential. Luis Padilla is a C potential. Jeremy Olsen, B potential. Ramon DeJesus, A potential pitcher. So we got Ramon DeJesus right here at 65 now finally. And we got Juan Amaya, he's now a 63 A potential. And Dennis Tripp, who's a 62 A potential, a 19-year-old. The only thing about Juan Amaya, he has 51 stamina as a starter. That's crazy. But 99 velocity is also crazy. We got these guys on here too. These 3 young B potential talents below. Lead pitchers. You still got Brian Abreu on a team for another year after this. Camille Duvall the same way. Matt Brash we just signed as our elite pitchers. Ryan Helsley, 2 more years left as the team's closer. Gabe Moreno might be off the team after this year. We didn't re-sign Sean Murphy, but we do have Gabe Moreno and Drake Baldwin here. And this Raleigh Adams guy. Blake Mitchell can also get a call up again. Richie Chavez here is an A potential 18-year-old catcher. First base, we still have Matt Olson on the team for one more year after this. Luis Arias, he might not return, especially if he never gets called up and stays on the big roster. We got Andrew Vaughn, another year after this. Still waiting for Pete Sonnenberg to get a call up. Looks like he's going to be a crazy player. Crazy at the first base with some defensive stats. Second baseman, we signed Nolan Gorman for a long haul. Pretty good power. Luis Garcia gets dropped to AAA. Got this young Jack Aitman, 20-year-old 55B potential. See how long it takes them to get better. Third baseman, we still got Austin Riley here for another 5 years. Jim Breeze, renew arbitration. Doesn't even say he's on a. The heck is this dude's contract? I don't even know. Don't even tell you how much we're spending for him. Still waiting for him to get his call up though. Braden Taylor here, or Braden Taylor, I mean. He might get a call up at third base. We also signed Anthony Volpe in free agency just now. Maria Castro is still in the MLB roster. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, MLB. We got JJ Tobin here in AAA, B potential. He might eventually get a call up. Brendan Donovan's back down to AAA again. We got Jason Dominguez and Evan Carter here in the MLB roster. Virgil Gurl, 60 overall B potential, still relatively young. Center fielder, still Jack Sawinski here and Michael Harris. Michael Harris is here for 4 years. Jack Sawinski might be off the team this year. What? The team went and got Justin Dean back. Nice. I want them to do that on their own anyway. Let's say fix his dang pitcher. Looks more like him now, but not really. Ron Acuna, we re-signed. Now he's in $45 million a year contract. I also got Kerry Carpenter this offseason. But this hitting, I definitely had to resign him. I'm gonna have Kerry Carpenter at DH. Now I actually got a fucking power hitter at the plate. Back to back, to be honest, with Matt Olson, Kerry Carpenter, Evan Carter, Drake Baldwin, Nolan Gordy. Well, that's going to conclude this stream. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and notification bell up for more. Stay safe, Austin Frosty. Peace out. You might have a continue on with the 5th season. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, guys. Peace out, guys. Have a good night.